This might be one of the fastest wireless magnetic keyboards of 2024, and it does have a pretty competitive price. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now that seems to be everything inside the box. Very nice packaging, very secured, but I don't think those are gonna be the final packaging yet. So yeah, they might update that in the future or add more accessories. So yeah, I got two versions over here. This is the X65, the wired version, and then for the X65 Pro, it is the wireless tri-mode version over here. As you can see, we have a dongle. I'm not sure why it has a tape. Maybe it's not the final one. But yeah, the Pro version over here is wireless and does have the knob over here. But yeah, I have no problems with how both of them looks like. Very high quality as well. They are made out of plastic, but yeah, still pretty high quality. It does have a little bit of weight. Now for the variations, I'm not 100% sure, but I did see some pictures where it's also available in the black and yellow color. So yeah, this is black and red. Now moving on to the keycaps. These are 5-sided die-sub PBT keycaps. Very high quality. I have no problems with it. It is also see-through, but yeah, as you can see, it does have a wave pattern thingy. Very nice quality. Now for the non-pro version over here, it is a little different compared to the Pro. As you can see, it's not really bad. I don't have any problems with these keycaps as well. This might be personal preference, but I'm not a huge fan of the font, I guess. Like as you can see, there's some cuts in the O and the E over here, and the G as well. Like I don't know if that is intentional, but yeah, the fonts are okay, but I do prefer the keycaps a little bit on the Pro version over here. Now for the switches, they do have the same switches. Looks very high quality. These are from Utsemu from what I can see. There's a little engraving here, but yeah, these are the magnetic platinum switch Pro. But yeah, more specs on the screen. And yeah, it does have a closed bottom. I do like that. For the wobble, very minimal. I have no problems with that. Now here's a little sound test. The switches sound pretty decent. I don't really have any major problems with it. But yeah, here's the sound test for the whole keyboard with the keycaps, the switches on. Now that sounds pretty okay, pretty decent, no problems with it. Now this might be personal preference, but I kinda like the Pro version over here sound more. It just sounds less hollow, I'd say. Yeah, I like the sound of the Pro version over here more, but yeah, both of them are pretty decent. The stabilizers on the non-Pro over here though is a little rattly. Yeah, it's kinda meh, the spacebar. Now on the Pro over here, it's definitely better, the spacebar, the stabilizer, but yeah, can still use some work. But yeah, not really that bad of a stabilizers. But hey, you could definitely tell they made a lot of efforts in making the keyboard sound better. There's some like foam silicone thingy over here. But yeah, it is pre-lubed. I can kinda hear it over here on the Pro version, but in the non-Pro over here, it doesn't really sound much like pre-lubed. But yeah, that is very nice. I can see the effort. But okay, enough with the quality and the sound of the keyboard. How about the performance? Now, apparently it will have a 0.01mm rapid trigger accuracy and 0 dead zone. And apparently it will also have 0.5 experience 125 millisecond latency, so true 8000 hertz polling rate over here. Now I'm not 100% sure if that 8000 hertz will also apply for the wireless over here, but I'm pretty sure it will be available for the wired. But yeah, I might have already mentioned the Pro version over here will have tri-mode, so you can use it wirelessly with the 2.4 GHz mode or Bluetooth or wired. For the non-Pro, it's gonna be only for wired. And yeah, I think that's pretty nice having multiple options. If you don't really care about the wirelessness, then just go for the non-Pro over here. And of course, it will also have adjustable actuation points. It's a magnetic keyboard. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check out more of its features in its self-developed web-based software. And from what I can see over here, I think it will have DKS, toggle key, snap tap, and mod tap, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But yeah, other than that, it will also have RGB, so let's go ahead and check the RGB out. Plug this keyboard in. And there it is. This is the non-Pro version. Pretty nice RGB, I like it. Pretty bright. And then for the Pro version over here, we don't need to plug it in. Just turn it to the 2.4 GHz mode. Wait, I might need to plug in the dongle. Okay, there it is. It's working. And we do have the RGB as well. As you saw earlier when we were checking these stabilizers, it does have a pretty reflective plate kind of thingy under the keycaps. So yeah, the RGB is amazing. It is shining through those gaps over there on the keycaps. Nice. And yeah, I don't have any problems with its RGB. Very nice. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and focus on the Pro version over here. So I'm gonna unplug the non-Pro. It should have very similar softwares though, so yeah, let's see. Okay, I finished downloading the Windows thingy over here. Oh, I think we're in. Okay, we're finally done, and everything seems like it is detected. I like that. Web-based software, very easy. You just have to download that, the IoT driver thingy. Anyway, starting with main over here, from what it looks like, we can change the function of the keys. Yes, you can change the functions by going over here and like selecting this and then confirm. Yeah, I was a little confused at start about this one, but yeah, there are kind of a lot of magnetic keyboards with this type of software. And then we also have macros over here, media mouse, and then next we do have stroke settings. Now this is where we change the actuation points and stuff. Now I want my WASD and spacebar to be very fast with full quick trigger or rapid trigger. I want that to be on 0.01 millimeters. That is fast. Actuation point, it will be 0.1 millimeters. I'm gonna make the dead zone just around, yeah, you can do 0 dead zone, amazing, but yeah, I'm gonna do that on 0.1. Okay, we can try, and then let's confirm that. Okay, I want to test if I need to add more dead zone, but before that, let's do calibration. Oh, wireless does not support. Oh, let me plug this in then so we can have calibration. Okay, I just switched to the wired mode. Seems like our settings saved. Let me do calibration now. I like this. Okay, let's do start calibration. Okay, after that, just confirm it. Okay, and we're fully calibrated. Now let's see, do I need to increase or decrease any sensitivity? Wiggling the keys doesn't seem to deactivate it, even though it's on 0.1 millimeter dead zone at the bottom, which is nice. And then yeah, there's no accidental activation over here. But yeah, as soon as I press the key, it does actuate very fast and instant. I like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for my WASD and spacebar. Now for the rest of the keys, deselect WASD and spacebar though, and let me also deselect number 4, number 5, shift, control, and Windows. Yeah, so for the rest of the keys over there, we're gonna go ahead and set that to have full quick trigger as well on 0.1 millimeters. But for the press, it will only be around 0.5 millimeters. So it's still pretty instant, but not as instant as my WASD and spacebar. And then next for my number 4 and 5 over here, and also my shift and control, I'm gonna make that 0.1 millimeters, but no rapid trigger because these are my diffuse, plant keys, walk, and crouch keys as well. So yeah. And then lastly for my windows, I wanted to actuate on the lowest actuation point, or like, I guess the highest, I don't know, like the deepest actuation point. But yeah, that's gonna be it for my stroke settings over here. Oh, I actually forgot. I really want to see if I can reprogram the knob over here, which is very nice. But yeah, going back to now advanced settings, yes, we can do snap key or snap tap. Let me do that on A and then D, just like so, and then confirm that. But yeah, we also have toggle key, mod tap, and DKS. Okay, snap tap is working fantastically. Very satisfied with all the features over here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the advanced keys. You can also do combination macros over here. Now, other settings, we can have the sleep mode over here and the key sensitivity. I'm not really gonna touch this much. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And then on top over here, we also have FN settings. So if you want to have FN functions, very nice and customizable. Next, we also have macros, light. Oh, this is for the light settings. I really like reactive ones, if you know me. So something like waves ripple. Look at this. Look at this. What? that. Now we also have light edit over here, so if you really want to get customizable, we also have my work, so you can save stuffs. You can also share, very nice. You can see what other peoples are doing. You can also share your settings, share your macros. You can also log in, register on your account. About, we can upgrade the firmware over here. We are in the latest version. Okay, very nice. We also have background reset over here, QMK web. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the settings. I'm pretty satisfied with the web-based software over here and all its features. Everything's working fantastically. No problems with it. Now let's go ahead and test it out more in game.
He was like...
Spike down A.
Oh, fade away.
You know the fade away?
One enemy remaining.
Okay. Wow.
Brimstone's
I
dead.
knew it.
Are they both there?
Yo.
Flashing you home. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, what the?
One more.
One
Might be
enemy
suicide.
remaining.
Oh, we can't go through. We can't go through. There's a thing.
Oh, I got out.
God. Don't be in backside.
Round B. Last player.
Oh, and then you're gonna fake TP like late.
You know what I'm saying?
Fake teleport.
Oh,
Let's go! Let's go!
Hey, got one.
Nice shot.
Short.
Back on.
One more short.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Flashing.
Nice.
Flashing.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Flawless.
So after testing, playing with the X65 HE and the X65 Pro HE, here's my experience so far. Now I did play mostly with the Pro version over here, but they have pretty similar specs. They're both 8000 Hz. The only difference is this has the tri-mode feature and kind of different keycaps, and it does have the knob. But yeah, should be pretty similar when it comes to gaming. But yeah, gaming with it felt pretty nice, pretty responsive. The magnetic switches, the rapid trigger felt very instant, very nice. The SOCD and all of its features worked perfectly, no problems with that. Now, I did experience a little bit of accidental actuation. To be specific on the keys that I set to 0.1mm actuation point. Now, when I first set it to 0.1mm, I didn't really experience any accidental actuations at first. But after like a few days, and if I remember correctly, I was using it with the wireless dongle, this keyboard over here when that happened. I think the cause of the accidental actuation point is something to do with the calibration. Might be like the temperature changed that day, it was hotter or something like that, and it messed with the magnetic field or something. Or maybe it's because I was in the wireless mode, because you remember in the software you cannot really recalibrate it if you're in the dongle, so you gotta plug it in. I don't know what exactly happened, but recalibrating the keyboard fixed the issue, and of course I had to plug in the keyboard again. But yeah, just in case it happens again, I also set the actuation point to 0.2mm. That's the lowest now for my WASD and spacebar. And yeah, it didn't really happen anymore, the accidental actuation. I mean, the issue might be fixed by now the moment this keyboard is out. But yeah, if you really want to be sure on using it on the 0.1mm, the lowest, you might have to use it wired, and you might have to recalibrate it a bit. But yeah, using it on 0.1mm, 0.2mm felt amazingly responsive. I don't have any problems with it. My movements felt very nice. It didn't hold me back when I was gaming. Using it wired and wireless also felt very responsive. I don't have any problems with it. Now, I think I forgot to mention the battery earlier, but I don't have the exact hour or numbers. I think you will have to charge this at least once a day, because I had the keyboard dying on me sometimes. Fortunately, not while I was in game, but yeah, it just suddenly turns off, and that mostly happened if I didn't charge it the day before. Like, I just kept it on wireless. I mean, I do turn it off when I'm about to sleep, you know, switch it to wired mode. I would recommend charging it at least once a day. Now, that battery life might become better in the future with some firmware updates. But yeah, I think the 8000 Hz on the wireless as well really drains the battery, because yeah, they did say that this does have 8000 Hz on wireless, so that is pretty impressive for a wireless, and it's kind of expected that the battery will drain fast with 8000 Hz. But yeah, it wasn't really a big deal for me because my computer is here. I can just easily plug it in, switch to this like little switch over here. Very easy to switch between different modes, by the way. I just switch that to wired, plug it in, and we're good to go again. So yeah, not really a big deal for me, especially if you're used to charging it once a day. You're peripherals. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I think for around $69.99 for the non-pro version and for $99.99 for the pro version over here, I think that is such a good price and pretty budget friendly as well. Now take note, the prices I mentioned earlier are MSRP prices, but you can actually get it for as low as $36 for the non-pro and $49 for the pro version if you back them early in the Kickstarter campaign. Both versions I think are amazing. If you don't really care about the wirelessness, then go for the wired version over here for a much cheaper price, which is definitely an amazing deal. That's why I would recommend it. I think it is worth it. It performed like an amazing magnetic keyboard over here. First link in the description. Now it will be on Kickstarter, so yeah, if you're really in a budget, I do recommend getting it early on the Kickstarter campaign. But a lot of people say on Kickstarter there's a lot of delays sometimes, so I hope there's no delays and they actually give the keyboard on the promised date. But you know, just in case, expect it. Anyways, that'll be it for my review of the X65 HE and the X65 Pro HE. And a little disclaimer, these keyboards are sent to me by TTACK Shark, but that won't change my review. Everything that you've been hearing me say about these keyboards are my honest opinions and review. But yeah, I pray and hope that this video helped you in some way. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye-bye.